Hi, hi. How are you, everyone? How you doing? Also, hi, Sulas. It's been a while. How you doing? Man, the weather today. I know we have like a Hollow Knight on schedule today, and I was pretty excited to actually go and play it, right? But I don't know. I don't know. It might be like the mid-season thingamajig, but I just woke up today and my brain is straight up, no, we just wanna chill. We just wanna talk. Don't game today. It's not your day for gaming today, May, you know? So I just decided to give myself a chill, not strain myself because if I went to play it nonetheless, and you will come to watch this, you will just see Bear being in absolute pain. I would genuinely be just pure on this emote the whole stream. Which, you know, is not really a good content per se. But then again, who am I to talk? Also, hi Zaxa! But yeah, since we are just gonna sit and chill today, maybe talk about some like more serious topics aside from me just being horny 24/7. I don't know. It really is kinda just the weather. It just makes you go melancholy and whatnot. And I also made myself some coffee for today because, oh, I am EP. I am so heckin' EP. And I also do have a blanket with myself in case I get cold, which I've been recently. I don't know how it works, but one of my hands, just one, has been getting really cold for some reason. The other one is fine, it's like perfectly hot and whatnot, and the other one is just pure cold, and I have no idea why. Like maybe it's something with the blood pressure or something? Also 24/7, I don't manage. I don't. I just corrupted my brain so hard at this point, it just not stopping. Okay, but to be fair, today I am not. It stopped for today. Today it just went pure on. We are chill. We are say so. We are resting, you know? But other than that, yeah. Yeah. It's also not helping that one of my best friends is also enabling me all the time. But you know what? Kudos to them. Kudos to them for me to being able to be myself in front. Because usually when you get to know me aside from stream and in real life in general, If we like meet, I will usually just pretend that I am having my life together, having everything worked out and whatnot, and that I am a perfectly functioning member of society, which I am not. I am the furthest away you can go from this. So hi, Tay. Ooh, lemon tea is so good. Man, maybe I should have made lemon tea for myself instead of the coffee. But you know what? Nah, I need to wake up. It's already like 6 p.m. over here. And I'm just going, let me sleep, please. Granted, I'm not even drinking like pure caffeine because I can't for health reasons. I'm just drinking like half and half of cappuccino coffee with milk. And it's not even coffee flavored. It's like pure unflavored, like nice chalky milk. Which also makes it really hard to not drink too much of it and go sleep at night, which honestly I've been really bad recently at doing because I've gotten into Honker Star Rail. I literally got into it just for shits and giggles to try and pull a character my friend was trying to pull for the longest time. What I was not prepared for was that I'm actually gonna be really invested in the story. I straight up just log in, go, okay, I'll just do my dailies and whatnot. Because, you can just put them on auto, which I really do appreciate compared to Genshin, by the way. But I don't know, sometimes I just go, well, okay, let me do just one part of the MSQ. MSQ main story. I just spoke in Final Fantasy. And, well, then I look at the clock, and it's been like 2 hours. I might or might have not went to sleep at 6 a.m. last night. Yeah, some of them do. Like the ones recently. For example, like this one. I don't know where Genshin went because I stopped following. But there was one other one called Tact OP or Tact Opus in full, which also very surprised me with the story. The gameplay itself was not really my cup of tea, but the visuals and the story, oh boy. Also, you can make a tea that tastes like pie by steeping vanilla tea and peppermint tea in toasty warm apple juice. Oh, wait. Warm apple juice? I never had this, but for some reason my brain is trying to tell me it's not gonna work. Like when I think apple juice, I just think like nice cold beverage. But also, oh my god, my voice. It's still waking up. But when drink teas, I'm actually not the biggest fan of the sweet ones. I, whenever I can, I go for like the more citrusy ones. Like, oh, I recently bought one that was super cheap, but it really caught my eyes because it was like big red box, and it was just pure on pomegranate flavored. And oh, it's so good! It's so good cold. I love my sour teas. Mm-mm. I would try the peppermint. I know I'm not gonna be the best with vanilla because I am terrible with sweet things, but I would try the peppermint because there are some types of mint that I actually despise with my whole life, like the peppermint they use in toothpastes. Why? But there's also some that I actually really adore, like for some reason. What's a good example? Oh, like a peppermint ice cream. Oh my god, please feed me all of it. I will down the whole bucket by myself. So it's kind of 50-50 with me on this. And I am willing to give it a try. Like, worst case scenario, I will just have to give it back to you to finish. But yeah, when I go for teas by myself, I just go for lemon, lime. I'll go for orange. Oh, I love orange. I had this phase like last year, I believe. Yeah, I think it was last year, where I would just buy different citrus teas. I had this big jar, right? Like jar big enough that it holds like two whole cups of water in it, right? And I just pour water, cold water, put all the teas in it, so it would be like three up to sometimes five if I'm feeling bold of different citruses. And oh, it slapped so hard. Oh, I miss it. I miss it. But yeah, if you're good with citruses in general or with sour things, please do. Please do. Oh, wait, is it? When I think about cold, the first thing that comes to mind, okay, at least in the region I live in, of the country I'm in, right? The medicinal thing we have, or at least the older generation considers, we have like this thing called tinctures. And what it is, it's basically like a homebrewed type of alcohol, like very, very strong, very high in percents. And we have different types for different remedies. Which honestly, I would really love to know where it came from, but at the same time, why? Because I tried a couple of times when I was at friend's place where they brew a lot of it. For some reason, every single times I'm at this friend's place, I just get sick for some reason. Not intentionally, I just do. And since they are a family of medics and they brew their own tinctures, they very often used to, at least, try to help me with those. Unfortunately, usually it worked the other way around because, ooh, when I get sick, my throat absolutely dies. And have you ever drank like pure vodka? Yeah, it's kind of like this, but even stronger. So it just made me gag every single time. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. And I can see why. I can see why. Because they hit you very fast, very hard. They're basically like a very strong shots. Though there are some people who just drink straight out the bottle. Totally did not do that once. And you know, when you get super drunk super fast, you just get bold. You just get super bold, you get super talkative, or you get super depressed. From what I learned from friends, apparently I am the type of drunk that gets super talkative. At least to some degree, because I never went past this border. Oh, and it's perfectly fine, Panda. It's perfectly fine. I haven't been drinking until like way later than the legal age over here. I kind of started because of peer pressure of Big Bear Family, which was, you know, not the perfect way to start, especially since my first exposure was vodka mixed with champagne. Not intentionally, but yeah, it took me a good while. And I don't drink by myself usually. Like, I don't drink a lot in general. Okay, I can drink a lot, but not often. There we go. And I prefer to do it with friends because, come on, come on. Also, yes, I am. But when I get drunk, I just go, so do you want to know about this thing and that thing and that thing? And do you want to know how much I love Nier? And da 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 da. So, that's a stream for the future. Also, very funnily enough, even though English is not my first language, even when I get really drunk, I do still think and speak in it. At least when I have to, because, over here I mostly have friends who speak my native, but my brain still perfectly fine thinks in English for some reason. I think it's just because it got such a big part of me at this point that it kinda reintegrated itself as my second native. Kinda, but not really. I think I am fluent enough. I would get by if I went to English speaking countries. Not so much to the other ones I speak, like German and Japanese. Like, I would survive, just not at this level. But yeah, you're kinda surrounded by it. And actually, I've been wanting to get back on my level with German recently. And I've been thinking on how I can do this. Because for English, you're just surrounded by it day by day. For Japanese, I kid you not, a very, very good way to learn is plain visual novels with voices, like genuinely. Not anime, because anime is very stylized, but visual novels. Especially the ones that are like fully voiced. So I was thinking, what is there like this with German? And so far, my conclusion came to reading fanfics in German, which sounds very, very curious, but it's surprisingly a decent way to learn, or more like refresh my mind. Because my problem is like, I understand when I read, but my brain forgets the words itself when I need to speak myself. Like, what do I remember from German? I can introduce myself, I guess. Hallo, ich heiße Meifei. Right, okay. Okay, generally, the most I remember is about food. Like, straight up. Language Minder. Oh, is it like an app on your phone? I've been looking at some apps for Japanese recently that would help me memorize kanji. Because I am okay with hiragana katakana. I am terrible with kanji. Like, I know some of them, the reading. I don't need the writing, I just need the reading. And the way I am learning the fastest is by repeating stuff. So, for example, I have different cards, they show me the thing, and I need to guess. But they mix it around, right? So I just don't learn the pattern that go one by each other. I just learn to remember the symbols. Oh, binder. Binder. Ooh. I have some of those too. I have one binder that is very, very hefty, and I think I would generally be able to kill someone with it if I wanted to. And it contains just a lot of patterns I made over the years for plushies, for costumes, for stuff I sew for myself. Which, speaking of, I've been thinking recently about what makes me me. Okay, this is gonna be a pretty deep talk, so bear with me. Pun not intended. But I've been thinking, what makes me a me? What is something that I can do no one else does? Or, you know? Because there's tons of people who game, there's tons of people who just do chill chatting or not so safe for work chatting. And I wanna do something that no one else does at this point. So I've been thinking, what do I do? And one of the things I do, well, at least I used to do for a lot of years, like over half of my life, is sewing. Specifically cosplay sewing, because I've been in this scene for a very long time before this. But my issue is, how could I implement this into streaming? I've been thinking about like doing streams where I like debunk different anime and games outfits into like different parts, try to like describe how I would go about them with the techniques I know personally. But I am way more into the actual sewing part. But that would require not only a hand cam, but for me to somehow find a way to use my sewing machine, which is very, very big. It sounds like a literal tank, to somehow get it on stream too. Because I've been really in a mood to go back into sewing too recently. There is one very specific cosplay I even have all the fabrics, all the wigs and whatnot from past ones. It's not very like extravagant per se. It's pretty simple, but it's something that can look very, very nice if you know nice ways to finish everything, you know? Okay, this is gonna be a very nerd talk about sewing. Oh my god. But yeah, I've been kinda missing this. So I might try doing the thing with trying to tear apart different outfits into parts on stream. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, I really do want to implement sewing, and I want to do finish the bamboo ship too. I really do, because it's staying there, it's waiting. But I need to invest in another arm to hold my phone, because I am using one that holds my phone right now, so I can be moving, right? And I would need another one for this to hold another phone, because the last time we did it, I had to use my inbuilt camera in the laptop. And let's just say the tracking on it is not the greatest. I was kinda looking at some parts like I am getting a heat stroke or something, which is not ideal. So, yeah, that's probably gonna be my current goal for now. They are not expensive per se, like those arms, but they were kinda not on my list of things to get soon, because as you know, I am trying to save up for a better streaming setup, at least a better laptop than the one I am streaming right now. Like, it is a very, very good boy, but it's also a very, very weak boy. So, there's that. And there's also a lot of other things I would love to work. Like, I feel like I am way too ambitious for what I can do right now, if that makes sense, you know? Like, I would love to get to stream my all time favorite games, which I would absolutely nerd about. But for that, I need to invest in the better specs. I would love to do like big collabs with VC, which unfortunately, as I discovered once, also needs better specs. I would do love to do a proper big 7 once, but for that, I also need to invest for the arm, for the fabrics, for the stuffing. Oh my god, the stuffing for plushes is so expensive. You have no idea. If you ever wonder why custom plushes are so expensive, that's why. So yeah, big plans, big ambitions. Oh yeah, and I also do wanna do a cover eventually. Like I've been trying to really find my good voice in recordings, and I think the best I have for now, which is also not ideal, is the one I used when I recorded this very quick part of Renee Circulation. The one where I go, "Se no te emocionan, ya dame." You know, I've been actually thinking if I should do full Renee Circulation because I can talk fast. I can do the rappy part. But I just need to control the tone of my voice. So that's not really a case of phones, but more so of just me practicing because I've been using my normal voice for the longest time in my life because I never tried recording it before, right? So I've been perfectly fine. Like it sounds just right in my ears, in the both ears that I have, right? But then I recorded it and it was just, do I really sound like that? So I've been really trying to experiment with different voices. Like, you have no idea. I want like 50 Shades of May trying to find my voice at this point. And I think the one I am stuck with now is the best one so far, but I need to learn how to control it for a long time because it's way higher than I am used to singing. So keeping it like straight, okay, this will be a very weird comparison, but keeping it straight for a longer time, and especially in parts where you don't have a lot of room to breathe, is ooh. Okay, I'm gonna take another sip of the coffee. I've been drinking a lot of it. Knowing me, it's probably gonna hit me into like, oh, I wanna sleep next 30 minutes. And in like an hour, I'm just gonna go, I am so hyper, you know? Even though there's probably barely any caffeine in it, I think I just placebo myself into thinking there is at this point. Which, you know, it works. It works. Ta 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 ta. But yeah, I wanna do a lot. I wanna invest in a lot. I'm also trying to find new stable job, which the job gacha has not been on my side. I am waiting to hit my pity in it, honestly. But that's also why recently I moved my streams to a bit later in the day than I used to. Because as you remember probably from before, I used to stream at like 3 p.m. my time. And now I moved to like 8 p.m., which is not ideal for a lot of people, but gives me way more time in the day to actually do some things. Like, not even strictly related to streaming, right? And speaking of trying to save up, I've been also trying to think if I should go and try taking some requests for clipping people, like, doing TikTok shorts and whatnot for like a very cheap price. So I can just invest in the small things for now, which I really do need to think about it. And I do need to do more clips of myself because I don't have a lot. I have a good bunch from before I was in here as the bear, which honestly are kind of slapping, but I would want to use more of myself for the showcase, because that's what I am right now. Oh, yeah. This is very nice for the EU people, as I am EU myself, but I think it's like middle of the night for Asian people and right the beginning of the day for American people, which I'm so sorry. But it's kind of also like the perfect time of when my brain is like in a good space, you know? Because there's a point in the day when I'm just like, okay, we are having fun. Now is our time. You can go live, you know? I'm not stressed about anything. Because sometimes when I used to go live earlier, I was still not properly awake. And I would stress that I'm just gonna go like for extended periods of times. And like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. over here is a good time for me because that's the point of the day when I get like super energetic. Well, usually today was not the day. Or like super talkative, you know? Oh, this track right now is very nice. But yeah, do you guys have any plans for today? Oh, also, I believe it was Tay, right? Who said that 6 a.m. is not a night anymore. Okay, I will fight you on this because night is when you make of it. I consider night the time when I go to sleep. Like generally, even if it's like 8 a.m., especially in winter, because over here we get really a little of the day. Like there's a point where we just get like what? 4 hours of daylight? Which is gonna be next month? So 6 a.m. 6 a.m. is still a night over here right now. Especially if the weather goes like you know? Yeah. So night is when I go to sleep and day starts when I wake up. I don't make the rules. I know it technically by the rules of the government changes at the midnight, but for me a new day starts when I wake up because I might live in you. But you know, at this point, I'm way more living in the American time zone. It's also very much part because a lot of my friends I talk with on the internet are s- situated over there in Murica. So my internal clock just kinda adjusted to them. Yeah, it's 6 p.m. over here right now, and it's completely dark at this point. Like, if there was no lanterns on side, which I haven't had for the longest time, you would absolutely feel like in a horror game. Granted, I would still go. I would go. I am terrible with horror games, but in real life, I am that friend that is not scared of anything. I'm that friend who goes first for whenever it is. Heck, if you want me to go and shop for something, I will go in the middle of the night through like abandoned place or something near the river and anything. Wait, what? Whoa, what? How how does Von Badr even does that? What? I never heard about this. Is it because it got like wet inside or something, like it does with the batteries in other things? Like genuinely, I never heard about phone batteries doing that. I've seen and heard them exploding, but I never heard about them inflating. God damn it, the inflation even got to them. What a time we live in. Oh, also give me a second. I need to reach for my charger because the phone I am using for monitoring is about to heckin' die. There we go. It's not gonna die anymore. Okay, but to be fair, it's old enough that I am so surprised it's not dying at this point. Granted, I do take care of everything I own, like very, very much. There's not a single phone I ever owned that I even broke or scratched the surface. Like, genuinely. The worst thing I did was do a tiny scratch on one of them, and only because I had a very long nails and I was going very, very hard on a rhythm game at this point. But other than that, I do try taking care of all the things I own. Because I never been in a stable enough situation that if I broke something, I would be able to replace it just like that. Okay, but genuinely with the battery, I will have to Google this, but because I'm intrigued how the hell this works. Because at this point, my brain is picturing this like it just grows like a water balloon or something. And if you poked it, it would pop. Can batteries pop like this? I don't think they can, right? They can explode but not pop. The cup I have my coffee in is one of the whip cups I own that I got from friend. And I don't know, the one I chose unintentionally today has this very, very cheerful guy on it. And just looking at it just makes me gonna appreciate the simple things in life sometimes. Oh yeah. Mine are also not the best quality. Like, bro, I am using Androids my whole life. I never had an iPhone in my hand ever. Also, yeah, you can replace the battery, right? Which one is more expensive, replacing the battery itself or replacing the screen? I would assume it's the battery, right? Because you only need to take it out and in, and with the screen, you actually have to replace the whole compartment. At least I heard replacing your screen is very expensive. Used to be some time ago. And honestly, I know some people just went, it's not worth it. I'm just gonna buy a new phone. But yeah, coming back, I am very much an Android user. I don't know, I'm kinda scared honestly of trying to go into Apple because I know it works way, way different compared to Android. And I'm scared it's gonna be the same situation of where I got this laptop I am using right now. And after not using anything, like any laptops, any PCs for like 5 years straight, I just felt so overwhelmed, especially since it's unfortunately Windows 11, that I just sat there and I felt so overwhelmed. I was just like, what do I do with it? Someone please help me. I am not smart enough for this. Granted, as me being here is a living proof that I fought through it. I literally brute forced myself into everything. But yeah, getting into those things for the first time is very, very overwhelming. Oh, high level of radiations. Are we talking about androids or are we talking about Apple? They emit radiation? So, could I technically x ray myself with my phone? Could I go and try X-ray in my brain and seeing how big it is? Because if there's one part of me that never got an X-ray, is for some reason my head. Even though I had concussion more than once, I never got an X-ray. They just went, yeah, yeah, you look fine, go home. I just had to suffer the post-concussion couple of days after this because it always hits me not the day of it, but the day after. I don't know how it works. Is it normal? Granted, all the concussions I had were most of the time because of my own stupidity, because I am very bold, but very stupid, if that makes sense. I will go do things before thinking. Ooh, my soft tissues. Wait, brain is a soft tissue? Okay, you know what? Yeah, it is. It is. Everything that I can squish with my hands is soft tissues. Never had an MRI though. I was supposed to, but never got it because the wait list for those over here are so long. Also, hi Spacey. Hi. Okay, can I take my brain and can I squish it with my hands? What sound would it make? Would it just go like, wait, like this? Can you even hear this? I know it was so quiet. Oh, we were just talking all the time. I concussed myself multiple times. And the fact that I, for some reason, never got a head x ray. Okay, but is it just me? Or if I have fellow girls in the chat, do you also feel super uncomfortable when you have to get an x ray and you need to be naked from torso up or more? And the person taking your photos is an old man. I don't know why. That just makes me super uncomfortable. I would vastly prefer to do it with some female medical people, but my luck with those is ain't it. Oh yeah. Okay, to be fair, we don't have the. I had ones that are like you can stay in your clothes, just don't have anything metal, right? But it was in mostly the big hospitals in like capital cities of states. And I don't live in any of those, so we don't get the fancy stuff. We have the old timey stuff, where it's basically okay, you go naked, stand there, plop your boobs on the metal thingy that is super cold. Don't worry, they are not gonna freeze to death, and I'm gonna take your pictures. Yeah, that's the ones we have over here, at least in my town. And it's not helping that for some reason the X-ray place they do is not even in the hospital itself. Like they have one in the hospital, but they do it there only if you are already admitted to one of the wards. If you have to go by yourself, they send you to another place, which is in an old hospital that is basically abandoned at this point. You can literally go and play real life backrooms in it, especially with all the flickering. Ah, that's a funny word to say. Wait, with the flickering lights. There we go. And the yellow walls and whatnot. There's only like the X-ray, and I believe a very empty, pretty much abandoned, like apothecary. Is that the word? Yeah, I think it is, right? So it's always an experience going in there. And it's not helping that you know you are going there to get into a room, get naked, and stand like this in front of an old man. Because I don't know why. Every time I've been there, and I've been a lot, I have a whole collection of x rays of myself. Maybe one day I will post one. Who knows? I don't know, maybe if we reach 500 on Twitch or something, I will post an x ray of myself. But yeah, they all have only the older dudes in there. I never once came there and there was a female staff present. But that may explain why I am not really scared of like liminal spaces in real life. Because I've been going there since a very kid. Because, okay, I've been very, very sickly as a kid. I had a lot of health issues. And at some point, some medical staff just went, "Hi, what we doing today? Oh, another one of those? Okay, come on." Which, in the hindsight, is very heckin' funny. They probably don't remember me at this point because it's been a while. I've gotten way better with my health, mostly. And I also kind of transferred into another town because a lot of the stuff over here is questionable, to say the least. But, that's the thing you get in small cities. Like, heck, some of the things I've been sick before, we don't even do here. Like, they would just have to take my blood and had to send it to another town, only to be, like, put into a microscope. And the results are sent back. So it takes, like, a whole week at best to get your result back. And you have to pay so much for those. Like, generally, it's way less expensive to just go to the other town they send it to, just have it done there, wait like an hour and or two for the results and come back. Local medical procedures are certainly something. Also, why are we talking about this? But yeah, small towns do be like that, unfortunately. But yeah, why would I pay 200 local for having my blood tested for a specific thing if I can just ride there for and pay 40 both ways? Like 20 for one, 20 for the other, right? And have them back in like 2 hours. Like, come on, come on. And it's even better since when I do that, I have a reason to stay for like a weekend or something over at friend's place, which is always nice. We can always just go nerd. We can play Civilization 6. Oh, it's been a while since I played Civ 6. Maybe I should go and ask them if they wanna do an online campaign. Like, it's not gonna be the same as in person because we can throw hands with each other. But always something. Oh, yeah. That's also fair. Though I don't know if it's like this in other countries too. The the kiosks and shops in the hospitals over here are very overpriced. Like some things are literally double the price compared to if you got them in like a store outside. Yeah, we do. We do for a lot. Yeah, like I understand why, but also, come on, do you really think we can afford it? But to be fair, the last time I've been in hospital, which was like a couple years ago, we still had TVs in the room, because usually you do have a TV, right? Well, the ones I've been in still had the kind of TVs that are like very small, square, and you have to pay per hour of usage. I believe it was like 5 local bucks for an hour or something. So I usually, fortunately, have the luck of getting very nice people in my room, and we would just like, okay, I pay for this hour, you pay for this, and we just watch whenever something really we really want goes on. Yeah, yeah, which is honestly okay. There is like this usually one common room, right, where everyone can sit, but usually there's always a fight for this one because everyone wants to watch something different. And there's ones in each room, and the ones in the rooms I need to be paid. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with rats. A rat makes me crazy. Okay, honestly, sometimes it does feel like this. Like genuinely. But yeah, oh my god. I've seen some genuine brawls for the TV remote in hospitals. Some people are literally wildin'. It's not helping if you have like an older man who wants to watch his football, which I have nothing against. I have nothing against it. Heck, I even got myself into it like last year. Was it last year? Yeah, I think it was, into the FIFA, right? Joe Rogan? Wait, who is Joe Rogan? Should I know who he is? Okay, yes, Spicy, yes. It is the right place to do so, but at the same time, our medical staff is not getting paid enough to deal with this shit. Like, genuinely. Joe Rogan, bro, I hear this name constantly, and I still have no
Take a
idea
sip,
who the
you.
hell he is. Oh, thank you for the redeem, I will. Who is Joe Rogan? What does he do? What is his content? Is he Was he like a TV presenter or something? I feel like he was, right? I know, right? Right, Spacey? I have the same problem. Like, I know the name. I have no idea who the hell he is. And I'm gonna forget in 5 minutes even if I Google it right now. Which I am about to do so. Oh! That's the American sport commentator. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, but he evolved. Bro evolved like a Pokemon. But you know what? Good for him. Very good for him. Love to see it. But it also explains why I didn't recognize him. Because I do recognize our local sports commentators because we have some very, very iconic ones. I don't really recognize the American ones. Probably because we don't get the American channels for those, you know? I have couple of Germans one for some reason. Because yes, but other than that, we just get the Polish sports channels. Oh, oh, okay. I will after the stream. I've been looking for some long form content recently. Also, hi, Draguza. Hi, we are just chilling. I just learned about Joe Rogan. Oh my god.
FBI, open up!
Hi, Iru. Hi. Thank you so much for the raid. Did you beat Kao? Did you beat Kao? Wow. Okay, is this the right way? There we go. There we can go. So, GG's if you did. If not, what are you doing? I am coming to you. I am coming to you next stream and I'm watching you until you beat it. And hello, Raiders! Hello! I am Mayfair, your local scuff bear. We are just chilling. We are just talking today about everything and nothing. Literally learning about Joe Rogan right after we talk about being stuck in a hospital, which is great, honestly. I love to see it. Oh, also Sion, thank you. Thank you so much, Sion, for the follow. You are now a certified bamboo sheep. Welcome in the sheep pie. Oh, perspective. Did you do like the super fancy one or did you do the basics? Oh, thank you for the nades. Man, I love this levitating hand. Imagine having... How is he called in English? How is he called in English? Oh, okay, I know we have some Polish people here right now. So, do you know how Campbell ktoś is called in English? The ones from Adam's family. Like the hand dude. Okay, you know what? I don't know his name in English, but the hand... Oh, the tip thing. Oh my god, wait. Why does this make me feel like he's T-posing constantly? Honestly? We don't know. We don't know. He's just a hand we see. But the dude who is playing the hand might be as well T-posing the whole time he's... I was about to say he's streaming. He's not streaming. He's not streaming. He's acting. Oh my god. Oh, you did the bicycle? Yeah. Okay, honestly, as someone who also did this in school, I will say, surprisingly, the basics are way more intimidating than when you get to the like super fancy perspective stuff. Oh my god, look at the shortage, look at this feet, look at this, I don't know, how big this feet is compared to the head, you know? Like this one painting with the Jesus they show you as an example every single time. But yeah, once you get the basics, once you get the heckin' basics, everything else is gonna be yay! Because you're not gonna even think about it. Yeah, it's usually squares. It's usually squares or like very funky constructions from squares. Which, you know, honestly work because square is the easiest shape. Yeah, shape to like learn on. But also is not the easiest to move from later on into other stuff. Because come on. Has anyone ever drawn a square later on in life, aside from the perspective training? I don't think you did. Yeah. It's usually like that. It's usually either you are very frustrated by it or your teacher is frustrated. So many hard words today. Oh my god, why am I doing this to myself? Like genuinely. But yeah, it's either you are frustrated or the teacher is frustrated. Honestly, I was not the best at drawing. But I really do appreciate my teacher who was doing the drawing and painting for us because he was very much a big mood. And he was kind of just, okay, he might have seemed rude to bystanders, but he was just non filtering anything, if that makes sense. And at some point, he just realized, okay, your class is really shit at everything you draw, right? Because we were. We were exceptionally shit at it for some reason. So he just bought like darts, like a big darts with the board. And every time someone would get really frustrated by the drawing, right? Or we would come into class and was just like I don't wanna live anymore. He was just taking you, giving you the darts, and go relieve your frustration by throwing things at the wall, you know? And honestly, it was such a good method. Like, genuinely, it was such a good thing to do. Because a lot of teachers do like, okay, you can try doing this, but you are doing fine. You can take a break and whatnot. But no, this one was just like, okay, throw shit at the wall and go back. Go back and do the shit. You need to finish. I am not letting you out of the class if you are not gonna be done. And honestly, that kind of made me realize that for some reason I am best at creating things when I am under very like big, strong emotions. Like for example, if I am very heckin' happy, I will do good. If I am very mad at something, I will also do good. I don't know why. It translates into everything. Not only drawing, like playing video games, playing platformers, playing anything, basically doing literally anything. When I'm under strong emotions, which don't happen a lot because I tend to be a pretty like calm individual. It's very hard to actually make me like super mad. Maybe because it's my secret skill. Huh. It's now that I think about it, it's kind of like going Super Saiyan, right? Huh. That would be my quirk if I was in My Hero Academia. Oh, yeah. So you have the nice type of teacher. You have the nice type of teacher, which, is nice at first, but yeah, I understand you. I assume you would also prefer for them to actually come to you and tell you what you can work on, what is like could be done better and whatnot. Because if you don't get directions, how in the living hell you need to improve, right? Okay, I had patience, but I still haven't beaten him though. We were close though. We were very close. But he's gonna wait. I'm gonna be back to him eventually. Probably not anytime soon though. Ooh, okay, the caffeine is gone, so I'm probably gonna be like, oh, this is nice, this is comfy in like the next 30 minutes. Because, as I said, at first it just hits me like, you are getting EP, you wanna rest, and only after that it makes me go, like, I don't know, like I am on a speed boost. I honestly have no idea why that works. It works the same way with energy drinks for me. Though I drank one only once in my life, only because I was curious. And all I remember is that it made me really ippy. And that it was very like sweet. Oh, it was so sweet. It was like the blue Rockstar. The the one with the very deep blue, only blue on the can. Isn't like a blueberry or something? Blueberry or raspberry. It was some kind of berry flavored. And I swear there were more sugar in this drink than anything else. Also, hi Robo! Ooh, a little pandy? I actually do have a pandy plushie. I do have a panda child. I sued him like 3 years ago. He's hidden in the big box of plushies that have no place to stand in my room for now. But he's doing good. Also, I am also good. I am feeling very ippy today because of the weather. So, drank a cup of coffee from my Weeb mug. And we are just chilling, talking. How are you though? How ya doing? And while we wait for you to respond, since I drank a whole cup of coffee in like an hour, I'm gonna quickly go and oh my god, where is it? Where is it? Oh my god, my pee break is gone. Wait, where is my pee? Hello? It got yeeted into the black hole. So, you know what? We are gonna do a new one. Make it fancy with the outline. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna be right back. Ooh, okay, I am back. Let me get rid of this. I will never forget that stream way back at the beginning where I just left this on the screen for like an hour in. So the whole VOD is just me playing, being absolute gamer with a massive pee break on the screen. Also, hi Mop! And have see you soon, Draguza. See you soon, Ganbaon, whatever you are doing. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate drawing humans. I hate drawing humans. Like genuinely. The only thing I love drawing in a human is actually the hand. It's actually the heckin' hand. Oh, were you drawing hands? Yeah. But honestly, You will be grateful for that later down the lane. And I'm doing good. I am doing good. How you doing, Yan? Ooh, how you doing, Mop? Oh my god. Oh my god. My brain is starting to enjoy the caffeine. And the biggest of PP breaks. Speaking of, I am the type of person who actually goes and goes out fast. No matter if I PP, no matter if I do the other thing, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna go out. But so many people I know, especially like Bear family, okay, I'm gonna expose my Bear family. I am not sorry for that. But a lot of people I know, they just take their phones to the toilet and they will spend at least like half an hour just sitting there, not even shitting. They will just sit on there, scroll on their phone. And I am like, why? You could be doing so many other productive things in the meantime. Why do you decide to just sit there? And especially if there's more people who wanna use. Okay, now it's not so much a problem because we have two, but back in the old place, we had only one. So every time someone wanted to go, he just had to let everyone else know. So if anyone wanted to go and do something quicker, they will just go and speedrun whatever they wanted before they go. Yeah, exactly. Okay, not only phones, like nothing wrong. Okay, you do you, as long as it's not in my way, okay? But some of them, I also know some people who have books in the toilet. They always read and they take even more time than the ones with the phone. I'm like, okay, but why? I'm so sorry, Mom. I am so sorry. You guys know I am terrible with names. Oh, you are learning Greek. Oh, I know literally nothing about Greek. Wait, can you give me like a sentence in Greek? I wanna try reading it. I will probably butcher the living hell out of it, but you know what? We are in a funny, chill mood today. I'm so sorry if any of you are Greek. Because honestly, the only thing I know in Greek is how to read the numbers, and only because I had to graduate art history. And speaking of art history, I actually really enjoyed this. I did enjoy this. Oh, you want to learn the funny anime language? Okay, the anime specifically is honestly not that hard. If you want to see how much you understand, okay. If you want to try seeing how much you can watch anime without subtitles, there are like sites where you can catch live uh, broadcast of Japanese TV. And what I would do, I was just catching the anime on there. I was thinking at first, no way in hell I'm gonna understand any of it. But I was so surprised. Like, genuinely, I was so surprised how much I actually did. Because when you think about it, a lot of anime very much share the vocabulary they use. Unless it's something like, let's say, very sci fi, very like deep, like, let's say, serial experiment line or something. I need to finish Lane. But also, speaking of, wait, can I wink now? Wait, can I wink? Okay, nah. One day. Not that I know how to wink, honestly. I look very bad when I try to wink. I tried to learn it for years for photos in cosplay, but I just kinda eh. Oh, so you don't consume a lot. Okay, that changes things a lot. But honestly, nowadays, dubs are getting very heckin' good. Some of them are so good, I would genuinely prefer them over the Japanese ones. Like, for example, also in games. I vastly prefer the dubs in both Nier Automata and Nier Replicant over the Japanese ones. I don't know, they just hit way much harder, you know? And I will stand by this. I know Japanese is the original one, but please give a try to the English one. You will not regret it. Like, genuinely. And that was Nier mention of the day. Oh, Steins Gate. I never finished Steins Gate, but I think it was one of the problems I had with a lot of anime that I tried getting into it when I was way too young to understand all the things in it. So I was just like watching a couple of episodes and being, this can't stop me because I can't read, you know? So I would just drop them after like 3 or 4 episodes. It was the same with Lane, it was the same with Steins Gate, it was the same with a lot of stuff. Oh, also speaking of older ones, guess who finally started watching Death Note? We have year 2023 and this bear is watching Death Note for the first time. I don't know why. I don't know what got into me. I just laid in bed and I was like, I don't know what the hell I wanna watch. YouTube is not giving me anything. And my brain just went, hey, what if we tried watching this now? And you know what? I'm actually enjoying this time around. I'm having fun compared to when I watched it the first time. Granted, I watched like 3 very random episodes that aired on the TV with a lector over them, which was terrible, terrible idea. Why did they choose to do this instead of subs? I wanna speak with the executives. Oh, no worries, Jan. That's perfectly valid. It's not for everyone. For me, I was way more of a watcher way back. Like, I used to consume like 5 to 10 different things every heckin' season that were coming out. Like, genuinely, I was just like a tiny machine to watch an anime. But for like the past 2 years, I kinda stopped. I guess I kinda lost the drive with how much I was pouring into myself, if that makes sense. And now I mostly just watch the ones I genuinely wanna, instead of keeping up with the trends and whatnot. And heck, the popular ones I don't even need to watch at this point because I'm gonna know everything that happens because of people on Twitter. So honestly, what's the point anymore? Okay, I do wanna finish Oshinoko only because I really like this series and I do own the manga itself too. Like I owned the manga before the anime even got announced because they started releasing it over here. And speaking of those, oh my god, we've been getting Hanta Hanta finally over here, like translated version over here. And I am so tempted to start buying them. But because of the inflation, the prices went so hard. And there's so much of the volumes of Hanta Hanta. I'm just like, no, no, I can't afford this right now. Maybe one day. Because if you don't know, I am a massive Hanta Hanta fan. I think I watched this like at least 5 times, like the 2011 version of the anime. I do read the manga whenever it comes out from the Hiatsu. I did watch the whole of the old one, like twice. I did watch the old musicals. I basically consumed everything Hunter x Hunter at some point. Oh yeah, that's also perfectly valid. Like I know a lot of people come into Japanese because, anime, yay. But honestly, if you come into wanting to learn Japanese for another reason, I have so much respect for you because it's really the minority. And speaking of, I am so sad because back in the day we used to have like a free kinda like crash courses of Japanese at one uni over here in my town. And I really wanted to go, but I was way too introverted back then. So I was just always scared to go and interact with people, and God forbid, talk in Japanese. I just never got into any of those, and I am so regretful of that. Oh, yeah, but when it comes to Japanese streams, it's also completely different cultures. Granted, I come from the Japanese ones. Like, I got into the Japanese VTubing stream at first, which was okay, it's not something I'm gonna hide. I first got into VTubing through Corona and then later down the line Nijisanji, like the JP branch, before the EN started. And they vary so vastly. Like, it's basically two different worlds. Okay, Mob, Mob, but could you romanize this for me? I don't know the Greek alphabet. That looks like the chaos language from Near to Me, which honestly I would understand more than this. Yeah, like come on, they do look very similar. You can tell me they not. Oh yeah, you can draw some German. You can draw some German. Let's see how much my pronunciation is still okay. Because I used to speak German. I learned German for like, wait, 6 plus 3 for like 13 years in school. Because I had German as my second language being taught instead of English. I started English only when I was like 13, I believe. So yeah, I should be perfectly fine with German. I even took an exam at the end of high school from like advanced German, like both oral and written one. Oh, okay. Soll ich einfach schreiben oder möchtest du bestimmte Wörter lesen? And that was some of German made for you. I go way deeper with my voice when I speak German. Like, I am pretty high when I speak English. When I speak my native, I am kinda in the middle. Like, hi, co tam słychać? And when I speak German, I just go, wie heißt du? Like, I go very deep. I go kinda Ikemen, honestly. If I was a male, if I ever debuted as a Ikemen VTuber, I would speak in my German voice. Oh, when I speak Japanese, yeah, I also think I go pretty high. Wait, let me try speaking Japanese. Konnichiwa, Meifei desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Yeah, I go pretty high. I would say kinda similar range when I go with English, but the tone is different. Oh, okay, and we have some Greek. Okay. Oh no, I will read this like German. I'm so sorry. Semera enai mia kelmera. Was that decent enough? I am so sorry, Greek people. I am so sorry. This is literally my first time trying to read something in Greek out loud. Like, genuinely. Also, oh my god, I got hiccups. It's been a while. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, okay, most people over here also have English. But for some reason, I just, one way or another, landed in an experimental class in like elementary school where they, instead of English, teach us German. So, well, that's what I've been stuck with, honestly. And it was kind of a bother later on down the line because since I was having this, and I don't know, like very little percent of people outside of this had this, right? Every time I changed my, okay, so we have like elementary school, we have a gymnasium, and then we have high school, right? At least we used to before the reform came in. And every time I went to another of those grades, I would start my German from the very beginning because no one else had it before. So every time they would just start from the basics. So each of those, I would just have to reset my brain. Ooh, okay, German is fun if you have a very fun teacher. Like I had fun teachers because the language itself is surprisingly hard. Like when you have like the things like dirty das and whatnot. Yeah, I still don't understand how those works, honestly. I just wing it every single time. And as for French, okay, French is a very pretty language, but I know that if I had to learn it now, I will have a really hard time because it's like very like light language. It just goes bonjour, you know, compared to German, which I've been learning for the over half of my life. That goes really deep, really like harsh. And I know I will have a problem with the accent. I know for sure I'll have a big problem with that. Also, yeah, sure. I mean, I will understand you. I will not be probably able to respond to you like coherently. Because that's the thing when you don't use a language for extended period of times. Oh, today is a good day. Wait, that's a nice sentence. Today is a good day. It's been pretty mad, but no, it's a very heckin' good day. Bro, Spacey, do I need to bunk you next time we are in VC together? You? You? If there's anyone barely coherent in English, it's me. It's me. Like, come on, I don't sound like any native English speaker. I just sound like some weird love child of many different languages. No, you. No, you. No, you. Do you want to fight? I can throw hands. Do you want to meet at McDonald's parking lot? Or do you prefer Wendy's? We can go for any of those. Granted, you are driving. I don't have a driver license. But I really don't trust myself with having to steer a wheel. Like, genuinely, I get distracted way too easily. And I know I'm also a hazard if I sit in the front of the car with someone because I talk. I do genuinely talk so much and I keep distracting them. And please don't sit me up front. Oh, we're confident now. Are we confident? Okay, but to be fair, I don't know if it's actually like still a thing in here, but bunch of years before, when I got the legal age where I could do a driver license, right? I do know there was a rule that if you were under certain height, you were not eligible to do it. And I kid you not, I was just literally the exact perfect height of the bare minimum. Because as you guys know, I'm very, very tiny. I'm very, very short. So there was also that. If I was 1 centimeter shorter, I would not be able to do a driving license back then. Which honestly is kind of wild, but I also understand why. Because short legs. Not that I have any anymore, but you know. Am I kawaii? Oh my god, the way I said this was very cringe. Oh my god. Am I kawaii? That's honestly a word I haven't heard in a long while. It was everywhere back in the day, but nowadays? What do people use nowadays? I know there's gyat, but I think that's a bit different meaning, right? But honestly, when I see gyat, I don't know why, my insides just cringe on themselves. Also, the way a lot of people like pronounce it, they just go gyat, gyat, gyat. It sounds like you are squishing something in your hands. Also, hello, Aussie buddy. Hi. Oh my god, the alerts are still not working. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, but thank you for the one. And welcome in the chat too. I'm so sorry the alerts are not working. I'm trying to figure this out, but I know I'm not the only one who has them broken recently from Streamlabs. Jan, don't expose me like this. Don't expose me that I am worse at my native than my second language. Wait, let me try speaking it right now. So, tak szczerze, to mój polski jest bardzo dużą mieszanką, like polskiego z angielskim, because w każdym zdaniu na co dzień używam bardzo dużo angielskich zapożyczeń. And okay, that was the Polish May for today. Will we get any other languages? We'll see. We'll see. But what I said was that I am pretty bad with my native because at this point, since I am using a lot of English in my day to day life, right? I am just using a lot of English borrowed words in my sentences. Like I will just go Polish, Polish, English word, Polish, Polish, English word. And that's how my sentences work. Which honestly gives a lot of confusion, especially to bare parents, because none of them speak any sorts of English because they haven't been learning those in schools. Because back in the day, they used to learn German or Russian. Oh, okay. That's Spanish, right? Hola, ¿cómo está? Tengo un gato en mis... Spacey! Spacey! The last word means underwear, right? Okay, but I don't wear any pants though. I can't even say I wear any pants. Oh wait, I forgot I am cut today. Never mind. But yeah, no pants for me. Like, come on. Come on. Oh, okay, we are getting a lot of German. Geht mir genauso. Ich rede kaum nach Deutsch mit jemandem, es sei ich rede mit meinen Eltern. Ein paar alten Freunden oder halt, wann ich bei dem ein oder anderen Streamer mein Zeit verbringe. Was that good enough? It's been a while since I pronounced German, like genuinely. Also, I do enjoy that the stream kinda turned into me trying to pronounce different languages, you know? I very much enjoy this. And if there's one language I wanna learn aside from the ones I already started, like, you know, the German, English, and the tiny bits of Japanese, I do wanna learn Latin, like genuinely. I know it's a mostly dead language, but the way it sounds, it just hits so hard in so many spots for me. Oh yeah. That's also a thing over here. A lot of teachers over here also pronounce things in English in like very polonized way, if that makes sense. Oh, I want to learn latte. If you're speaking latte art, that yes, I do want to learn this. I genuinely do want to learn this. But my problem is there is no cars for this in my town. I believe the closest one is in the capital of Poland. Oh, okay. Okay, Mop, I will bring you one day. I will force you to teach me some basics of Latin in that case. Spacey? No, it's gonna be bad for your heart. We don't want heart palpitations in this room. Unless you want me to do CPR on you. Because I am very much certified for like advanced first aid. Spacey? Spacey? Do I need to horny bonk you? Wait. I am coming. I am coming. I'm schmoving to you. There you go. Yeah, no worries. I kinda wanna learn just the basics. And honestly, the thing that made me interested in Latin, I kid you not, it's Madoka Magica. More specifically, the soundtrack. There's been a time in my life when I was so deep in like Madoka or more specifically Yuki Kajiura and her works. I just had all the soundtracks by her on a playlist on my phone on a loop 24/7. And a lot of them, when they are voiced, they are sung in Latin. And it made me actually wonder if I could learn Latin so I can understand them. No, there's also some in German. Like, there is one track in the movie with Madoka. Or was it in the anime too? It was Wo ist die Käse? Also, we have some Svenska. Tu, 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 tu. Men nie canta la svenska tyle specificat sat. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce Svenska. That sounded like some weird love child of Italian and German. Wait, no, 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 guys, no, no. I can do only so many CPRs, come on. Om du pratar med Digmom om taghandelser, ska det bli svårt för mig ibland. Bro, multilingual bear who? I don't know her. Okay, Spacey, but not on stream, okay? Okay? We can do this after. At least I am not doing CPR on stream for free. I do a lot of stuff for free, but CPR is not one of them. I need to value myself a bit more, you know? You already have the Tuturu, you have Ara Ara, and you have the... Yeah. What in the name of my favorite Austrian village is happening here? I don't know, you tell me. And it's not Austria, but it's close. It's close. I really wanna one day go to Liechtenstein. I don't know why. I'm just genuinely fascinated with like those small countries, like Liechtenstein, Principality of W, Seychelles, like Sealand. Should I be concerned, guys? Should I be concerned? Do I need to pull up the bear mother and be like, kids? Kids, what have you been reading on the internet? Also, that reminds me, back in school, I had very like questionable class in gymnasium, and I remember very vividly a whole school got a ban on their library computers because those bros in my class just went there and started blasting porn on the speakers in front of everyone. Also, hello, Dharma126. Hello, thank you so much for the follow. You are now a certified bumble sheep. Thank you for joining the sheep pile. And I am so sorry it didn't appear on screen. Streamlabs been super broken recently. Wait, since the bumble sheeps are not appearing, let me just put you guys on the screen. But yeah, that was also my first ever exposure to porn. Granted, I was like, what, 14 years old at that time? Come on, guys, where are you? I have so many folders on my screen. Oh my god, I need to clean it up again. Do you guys have like a messy type of background desktop, or do you generally keep them clean? Ooh, there you are. There you are. You can fly above my head. Bro, I need someone who knows how to keep your desktop clean because I have so many projects going on that I want to start, and each of them has like a different folder for itself. And if I put them in another folder, I know I'm gonna straight up just forget about it, right? So I just keep everything on my desktop. Like I have different parts for different things on it. Like I have side of my desktop for just like projects when I need to record things. I have different part for games I often play. I have different parts for all the streaming stuff, and I have another one for things I have no idea where to put. Oh my god, Mop, please drink. Please drink. Remember everyone to stay hydrated. But to be fair, I genuinely am the type who might seem not okay. My room is pretty clean, right? But if you look into it deeper, it's messy, but in like categories messy. I have different parts of my room dedicated to different things, and only I know where everything is. If that makes sense. So, I know there's a term for it, like a proper scientific term. And when it comes to the desktop, I literally was cleaning it like last week, but I started doing so many stuff. There's like more than half of it already filled with stuff. Oh yeah, it makes, no worries. Oh yeah, organized chaos, chaos. That was a very Polish pronunciation for once. But yeah, I mean, as long as I know where everything is, right? It is fine. Granted, like half of the chaos in my room are just hordes and hordes of plushies because I love plushies. And welcome back, Draguza! But to be fair, it's somewhat organized until I start sewing. Oh my god, when I start sewing a cosplay, because as you guys know, I am making all of mine hand. Like myself, I'm not buying my cosplays. The absolute war zone that is going on in my room. Oh my god. Okay, at least it was in the other room because before the one I am in right now, I lived in a room where there was like 1 to 1 meter square of empty floor. It was like a very, very tiny square I was living in. So when I was sewing anything in there, oh, you better not come in. But this one right now is way bigger, and I haven't tried sewing anything bigger in it too just yet. Maybe it will not be as bad. And also, it gives away more opportunities for me to sew bigger dresses because sewing big dresses, which I am very much into, I am so weak for big, fancy dresses. But sewing them in the 1 to 1 square of empty floor was an absolute nightmare. There is one specifically I really want to sell. Like, it was my dream cosplay ever since I started, which was over 10 years ago right now. Oh my god. And it's from something very, very niche, but even though I'm not cosplaying as much anymore, I eventually do wanna make this one. It's Alice from Sound Horizon. If you know, it's not the white one, it's the black and white one. Like the black and white with the big, big dress, with a lot of accessories, with the chains, with. Oh, one day, one day. I did try sewing it once way back in the day, but I started it before I got enough skills to do so. So I just kind of wasted a lot of money and a lot of fabric, which I did repurpose later on, but I was genuinely not ready for taking this big of a dress into myself, you know? But now, after so many years of trial and error and dating my good old tongue sewing machine, I think I would be ready. But when I try counting all the funds that would have to go into it, I'm just like, not now. One day. One day. Because I am saving for a lot of different stuff now. Back then I was only into one thing and one thing only, and it was cosplaying, so I was able to not mind sparing some funds into this. But now that I do a lot of different things, I actually wanna have it on like a third plan or something. Because I have a lot of ones I made before too, when conventions stopped being a thing. And I wanna take those to cons and photo shoots first, you know? Because I'm surprisingly very proud of some of them. Like, probably my favorite one I did is Emil from Nier. Yeah, I love this one. Not only because it turned very well, but also because this series holds a very special place in my heart. Oh, do I have wings or have I ever had them? Are we talking like as a bear? Okay, I was supposed to actually have wings with the way I was supposed to look before I ended up being a bear. I actually showed this way back. Wait, I can do it again. Because I still have this model. It's like one of those you can get on Booth for a pretty decent price and a lot of people can use. Because I was not thinking I would ever have on custom Life 2D, you know? But I do have it and this one actually had wings, so we can technically say I did? Wait, let me come and show you. Not this one, not this one. I'm gonna disappear for a second. Oh, if my person has wings. I never thought about it. I don't think I did, honestly. Oh, there she is. Okay, the blankie has to go for a bit. Oh my god, this one feels so weird right now. Oh my god. But no, I don't think I had wings. Or if I did, considering I am a night person, it would be like a bat wings, if anything. Okay, I'm gonna show you now how I plan to look before I turn into the bear you know now. Oh my god. Hi. Hi. This feels so weird. Can you believe this is how I was supposed to look at first? I even had like a full overlay I made, alerts and everything for this one. But I am very glad this one didn't happen and I turned out to be the bear, you know? Okay, thank you for showing up, girl, but you are going away. We are bringing back the real bear. Ah, ta 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 ta. Ha! There I am. Yeah, I also do think the bear fits me way more. Because at first I genuinely planned to be like this super cute, kawaii girl, like talking in the hi, how you doing? How's your day going? Type of streamer. But you know, that would not be me. And I genuinely have to thank my PNG mama, the PNG mama who made the PNG I was using before. Like, some of you know her from before I got the upgrade. Do I have it in here? Oh my god, it's so big. Wait, let me get rid of the green screen. There we go. Some of you may remember this one, but it was this PNG mama that is responsible for the bear that I am today. Because she is also my good, close friend. And she literally just went, hey, but don't you want like a custom? Don't you want your own like persona or something? And we just brainstormed into this bear. I made the most wonky PNG, like a mood board in Photoshop, and she just rolled with it. She created this bear that evolved into this one. And I am so thankful for her for doing this. Because if the PNG didn't happen, the live 2D of this would also not happen. And so no worries, Mop, no worries. But yeah, if I had some wings, it would be bat wings. Totally not because when I was younger, I used to pretend I have them. When I would put like a coat or something, right? Run on the wind and just spread my arms holding the sides of the coat and pretend it's bat wings. I used to play like this a lot with one of my old friends when we were kids. I generally used to play pretend a heck ton. Yeah, I am kinda a Pokemon. I heckin' am. Or more specifically, I am kinda like this meme that goes, if you don't love me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my. You know? And if you don't mind, I'm gonna quickly go take a really quick piss again because, as you know, coffee makes you piss a lot. So. Whoop! Okay, I am back, and this is gonna be a fun fact. When I blow my nose, you actually can't hear it. Wait, you will only be able to hear the rustling of the like handkerchief. Oh, nice. I think you were not even able to hear the handkerchief, honestly. But yeah, I blow my nose in a very like weird way because my nose is also very weird. Like I had it injured so many times that at this point, like I don't have like a part of the bone on my nose, right? And that just prevents me from actually blowing nose like all the normal people do. I can just sneak up on you, blow my nose, and you will not know anything. Which is honestly a very funny bear fact of the day. It's one of the very questionable things that happened to me in my lifetime so far, aside from the concussions. Okay, but generally, I am very good at sneaking at people. The fact that I am very small is only helping. There's been a lot of times when I would sneak out of the room and come back, and no one will literally notice. Or there were times back in the dormitories in high school where I would sneak out of the room to a toilet or something and no one would notice. And there's been multiple times where people would just go out and try looking for me in other rooms because there was so little time before the lessons. And then I just come back to the room and go like, "Hi, so are we going?" Which honestly was a really fun thing. I also really do like sneaking on people in bushes. That's also a thing. But not in like a creepy way. No, 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 no. Don't worry. I can also fit in a lot of spaces too. Because I am small and I am pretty like compact sized, if that makes sense. There's been a time where I would just go and try fitting into everywhere I could. Oh, yeah, 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 that too, that too. Especially if they're taller than me and they need to look down. Then, yeah, that happens a lot. Because for some reason, I don't know why I do this. Like, but nearly all of my real life friends are like at least 20 centimeters higher than me. So when we talk and walk somewhere, we just have to go. I go. And they have to go. And it's very funny. Big kudos to this one friend of mine that is like whole half a meter taller than me. Okay, let me see if my spare phone is charged and I can plug it out. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. And honestly, I love it. I love it. But what I don't love is the fact that I need to either climb on things in supermarkets or I have to be sociable and talk to strangers and ask for them to reach for stuff for me from the top shelves. Like, genuinely. I used to just straight up climb things back when I was younger and I was scared to talk with people. But nowadays I just go, "Sup, dude, can you reach this for me?" Because I swear, supermarkets do this on purpose and they put all the things I want on the top shelves I can't reach. I swear to heckin' God. They are very short people phobic. And that literally happened yesterday too. Because I wanted to buy some flavored milk. I wanted to buy some spring rolls because they were on a clearance. I wanted to buy some of the good tea to have like a stash. And I wanted to buy khakis for Bear Mom because she asked me to. And I kid you not, literally all of those things were on the top shelves. I can't reach even if I climb. Like, come on, bro. Come on. So I just went to this one dude that was pretty tall that was going past me, and I went, "Hello? Could I ask you to help me reach for my stuff?" And I just took him to all the things all at once because what would be the point of going and asking four different people to reach for stuff for me, you know? But yeah, one day I still believe if I drink milk every day, which I do, I believe I will grow. At least 5 centimeters, please, please. Only 5 centimeters so I can reach the good milk. Please, I want the milkies. Okay, I used to, but some of the shelves are genuinely like a death hazard. I would climb in the fridge because the fridge is mounted in the wall. But like the standalone shelves, ooh, would not recommend. Ooh, enjoy your soup, Spacey. I will probably make myself some of the spring rolls, honestly, with the sweet and spicy sauce. Cause hey, I bought them, so I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna consume. But also, guys, do you also have this thing that when you drink a cup of coffee with milk, right? Does it also fill you up so much you don't even wanna eat anything anymore? That's one of the main reasons why I try to not drink coffee if I don't need to. Or just very early in the morning when I am going somewhere and need to survive. Because when I want to eat something before like 11 or 12, I don't know, my body just ain't having it. It just straight up doesn't like consuming things early in the morning. Yeah, I hope too, Spacey. I hope too. I'm bringing you a lot of nice warm tea. Mine thankfully can, which I am very glad for. But honestly, I think if I was lactose intolerant, I would be also one of those people who just go, fuck it, YOLO, it can't stop me. I'm just gonna date the toilet. You know? Because, hey, at least that would be someone I date in real life. If no one wants me, I'm just gonna take them myself. And we'll not talk about the bottle of ketchup. Ooh, handmade ice cream. Ooh, I love handmade ice cream, or more specifically, like sherbets, because sherbets are usually way more tangy, right? Yeah, there is this one ice cream shop where the over here it's like local thingy, not a big brand, right? And they have a grapefruit sherbet, and oh my god, if I could, I would genuinely sell my life for it. It's so good. It's so sour. Oh my god, please feed me more. I am so sad it's only seasonal because we have four season over here. We only have the ice cream shops open from like spring, summer, and like early autumn, right? So, and the ice cream also got super expensive. It got super heckin' expensive per scoop. Like, I remember when it was like one local dollar per scoop or something. And nowadays they just go for like five, which is, ooh, for this price, you can get like half a bucket in a shop, honestly. Which is very sad, but I do like to treat myself from time to time. Especially since they do have flavors I can't find in shops. Also, guys, do you eat your ice cream in winter? Or were you teased from a kid that eating ice cream in winter is gonna make you sick? Because I was very much on the second boat for the longest time in my life. Until I kinda went like, fuck it, and tried it, and nothing happened to me. So I'm just now like, huh, huh, there were some lies to me the whole time. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's fair, but not outside, not outside. Oh my god, not outside, please. If you're outside, you can eat the snow itself, at least the white one. We are not eating the yellow snow. But if we are talking like the boat ice cream, yeah, eating at home under a blankie or something. I mean, I'm not gonna judge if you wanna eat the yellow snow, but at the same time, are is everything okay? Granted, if someone paid me like a big sum, like let's say 2K or something, right? I would. I would. I am very much the type of person who, if dared for big enough compensation, I would genuinely try a lot of things, even if I know they are not good for me, which is not a great trait to have. But I have to try for myself. You can tell me something is bad, but I need to discover it myself. Like, for example, with fire, right? And kind of same with food. Even if I know like something has a fish in it, and I know I don't like fish, but I never had this thing before, I will give this at least a try. Who knows? Who knows? There are some like very few exceptions. Like for example, pancakes with fish paste. I had them once at this one specific place, and even though I know it was fish, like a lot of fish, I enjoyed it so much, and I never had anything like that anytime again. And I am so sad because I am trying to find a recipe for it. Because no in hell they gonna tell me if I go to the kitchen uninvited. Kinda same thing I have with curry. I had the best type of curry ever when I was in Germany on an exchange. Connection? Oh, there we go. And I was never able to recreate this curry. It was like an Indian curry, mind you. It was Indian curry, not the Japanese type. I never had the Japanese one. All I know about is that it's sweet, which I am a bit scared because of that. But yeah, one day, a lot of things to try, a lot of things to see if I like, and pretend to like them. Wait, they're spicy? Spicy. Tell me more about the spicy one. I wanna know. Because all I knew up to this point is that they make it only sweet. But you can ping me about this in private because I think we are gonna be wrapping up right now. Because I think 2 hours is like a decent time for just chill chatting. And I wanna actually send you over to someone. I wanna send you over to my Life to this sister who is debuting her model today. So, thank you so much for stepping by. I'm gonna send you over to her. Be nice. Thank you for stopping by. Remember to stay hydrated. And it's something, and rest if you will. And say hi to my Life to this sister. Okay? And what do we do? Okay, tomorrow is no stream, but if I feel like it, might do like a gorilla or something. We'll see. And after that, on Friday, we have a collab with Zina. We are gonna be tier listing Tumblr Sexy Man, which is gonna be fun and it's probably gonna be very long. So I am super excited for that. But for now, I'm scooting. I wanna watch my sister too. So, thank you again for stopping by, and I see you on the next stream, every bear. Bye 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 bye!